Sky viewers are familiar with John Ruddick. He's a long-term Liberal member who's tried to introduce some democratic reforms into the party, but he has given up trying to reform the Liberals and he's joined the Liberal Democrats. John Ruddick joins us now to tell us why he has lost faith in the Liberal Party, the Prime Minister, the Premier. John, you tell us, why have you left the Liberal Party?
Okay, well, look, as you know, Rita, and good afternoon, Nick, I was thinking the best bet for good government in this country is to reform the party that, millions of Australians automatically vote for, the Liberal Party. And I always thought that would be a 5 to 10 year project to bring about true democratic reform so we could have leaders that believe in something, conservative, true believers. Now, we don't have the time to muck around for another 5 to 10 years. And in fact, the tide is going against the Conservatives in the Liberal Party. I think I'm on the Outsiders on Sunday. I've got a list of all the Conservative Liberal MPs that have either lost their pre-selection or been kicked out of the party room over the last two parliamentary terms. Now, we've got this COVID madness going on. We've got the Federal Liberal Party and the State Liberal parties all over carbon neutrality by 2050. And we've got this $2 trillion in government debt when you add up the federal government and the state government debt. So we've got these emergencies on right now. We don't have time to muck around with hoping that we reform the Liberal Party. Now, the Liberal Democratic Party, on those three issues, global warming, COVID mania and the debt, has been perfect from the beginning. Perfect from the beginning. So I'm thinking, look, let's put the political energy into the Liberal Democratic Party and let's hope like hell we can get a few senators up at the next federal election.
John, I completely understand your frustrations with the Liberal Party. I can understand why any sane person would quit the Liberal Party. But do you feel a little bit embarrassed that you've gone and joined the Liberal Democrats? Isn't that the political party for Liberals who can't read very well and mistakenly vote for them on the ballot paper?
No, there was a court case a few years ago which the Liberal Party told the Liberal Democrats not to use that name, and the courts ruled very much in our favour because if there is one of these parties that should change their name, it should be the Liberal Party because the Liberal Party is not liberal. So the Liberal Party is the one engaging in false and misleading advertising. The Liberal Democrats truly are a Liberal Party and a Democratic Party.
Now, John, have you got any names you can tell us about possible candidates who will run for the Liberal Democrats at the next federal election?
Well, look, there are discussions going on. Now, I've had a couple of calls with some very heavy hitters, some big names, and they're very sympathetic to the Liberal Democrats and they're very upset with the Liberal Party. But they say to me things like, John, it'll be a tough call. I've been very loyal to the Liberal Party for most of my life. And I say to them, well, look, I'm sorry. You might be loyal to the Liberal Party, but the Liberal Party ain't very loyal to your values. And so I'm thinking, we don't join a political party because we want a social life. We join the political party because we're patriots and we care about the next generation. We want good government. So I am hoping that over the next month or so, Rita, that there will be some other people that join us. But whether they do or they don't, I believe there's got to be 3 out of 10 Australians out there. I accept it's not a majority, but it's a hell of a lot of people. 3 out of 10 Australians have got to be smart enough and have enough common sense to see that COVID mania has been way overhyped. There's got to be. Now, they know this is a joint venture of the Liberal Party and the Labor Party, all this COVID mania. So I'm thinking, look, we can get, there's a big chunk of votes out there if we can get the message out there to vote for the Liberal Democrats that, look, we are the party that doesn't just say that we're against COVID mania, we're a libertarian party. We don't believe in a big, powerful state. We believe in empowering citizens. We believe in trusting citizens. So it's very much within our philosophy. So, this is
okay. You've done it.
So I've heard a lot about your values there, John. I want to get down a bit of hard.
I didn't get any names. That was the question. Give me some names. We didn't get any names.
I want to push for a name here. I want to talk some hard-nosed politics with you. John, is there any chance we might see your name on the Senate ticket for the Liberal Democrats come the next election?
Well, I am the endorsed Liberal Democratic candidate for the federal seat of Warringah. So I don't think I'll be running for the Senate. No, I think there's going to be a lot of attention in Warringah. Well, I'm not going to win it, okay, I know that, but let's hope we can get 10 to 20%, because that's going to say, look, there's a big chunk of Australia out there which is very unhappy with COVID mania, and that can set us up for future elections.
John Ruddick, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll keep our eyes open for any high-profile candidates that you may secure. Thanks for your time today.
Good on you, Rita. Thanks very much, Nick. See you later.
Thank you. Sounds like you're expecting some big names to be dropped.
Well, I was expecting some names. I mean, maybe we'll have it on by Sunday. Now, we've got some breaking